Going live on YouTube. Yep, we're live on Insta, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. All right, all right. Yeah, a little introduction music as we wait for people to come in. No, that's not the one. What you play that for? Oh, mate, that's not the one. There we go. All right, all right. John's in the house. We've got Trigger Rider here on Facebook. It's the argument, right? We've got YouTube over here. Right, no one ain't coming on the YouTube, so we can forget that one. Got Instagram over there. We don't know if that's going to come up. So big up on 2 and 3 people over here, so that's good, that's good. All right, let's just get things rolling. Steve Santana, tune called Hardcore. Some people them like it hardcore, you know, and that's why them are bit Gosh. You never worry about the qualities. The best one out there. All right. So we're getting in. We can let people join in. The argument. Ignorant week. Getting it started. All right. So, all right. Let's just say some things about the argument now. The argument is an old-time radio show. Yeah? So, the old-time radio show, we're bringing it back in them old-school fashion, where you can call in, you can put the comments in on your on wherever platform you're on, and I can read them out. But remember, there's a delay, and I might move on a little bit further than where we're at. So, boy, I much prefer the live call. So if you're calling live, we can talk live. You know what I mean? Then I might even be able to bring people in there on the cameras and thing and get a 4-way conversation going. Who knows? It's the argument with me, lawyerdablack, every Friday night from 9, streaming live on Facebook in the argument group, YouTube live on lawyerdablack, Instagram live on lawyerdablack as well. So we've got 3-way streaming across all different platforms, and we're doing it old school with a new twist. All right. So did you like the love in hardcore? Did you like the love in hardcore? Was that the only quality that you was worried about? And then 2 twos, you have a permanent partner. That was Steve Santana, track called Hardcore, produced by me, lawyerdablack. So Facebook, all the social platforms can't take it off, you know, it's all right, it's my things. So, we're starting the argument today, and my friend Steve Joseph put a post up on Facebook today, right? And it was basically saying, if your baby father ain't shit, then what qualities or what qualifications did you use for him to get up in your vagina? Good question, isn't it? Good question. So a lot of people, they don't take that into consideration, innit? You don't take the fact that having sex comes with great responsibilities. It's like a bit like Spider-Man, innit? It's a bit like Spider-Man when you think about it. I mean, with great power comes great responsibility. So you have the pum power and the cocky power. And when them 2 powers combine, oh my gosh, some phenomenal powers, you know, some phenomenal powers. So people, you have to watch out when you're combining these. It's like, you know, remember old Ghostbusters? Remember Ghostbusters? They don't cross the streams, It's like that, innit? I mean, you can't ramp, you gotta make sure you don't cross the streams, because otherwise, bang. So a set of things can happen. You can have a good time. You can have a rubbish time. You can catch an STI. You can catch a bunny boiler or a madman. Or you can have a baby and then you're intertwined for a intertwined for a long time. So do not cross the streams. Do not cross the streams. It's very dangerous when you cross the stream. It can be a catastrophic event. So what I want to know, or what we want to discuss today on the argument is, do people really and truly like, oh mate, when you get into a lustful position, when you're going into like the nookie, let's just call it, the nookie, man, the nookie. When you're going in for the nookie, do these things even pass your head? You know what I mean? Does anything apart from, boy, do these things pass you? Like, number one, you might have a good time. Am I gonna have a good time? Number two, and it's not necessarily this order that you should be looking at things in. You know what I mean? Like, but number one, am I gonna have a good time? And I'm not, as I said, it's not the list of priorities, yeah? Am I gonna have a good time? Am I gonna have a bad time? Am I going to have a madman or a bunny boiler on my case? Am I gonna catch a disease and possibly dead? Yeah, or just have flames and thing, burning sensation, become infertile and have boils and leprosy and all kind of thing? Or am I going to have, which could be possibly the worst of all of those choices, a child for this person? Or is this person going to have a child for me? Do we think about these things? Do we like put them into perspective? So if you've got a child for someone, yeah, or if someone has a child for you, did you think about the qualities of this person before doing the do? Did you think, if I have sex with this person and they impregnate me, is this the person that I want to spend the next however long? Is this the person that I want in my life? Is this the person that I want to raise a child with? Yo, Val. Yo, Chantel. How you doing? Yo, Pinstar, if you're in the house still. Know what I mean? Do you actually think about deeply and go into the qualities of this person? Do you actually, know what I mean? What's Facebook doing? Facebook just locked me out. Don't do that. What the ass, boy? What the ass, boy? Hold on, people. I got to go back into Facebook. I hope that ain't because I ain't got enough memory on my phone. But that's just so wrong. How can you do something like that? It's not, oh my days. It's just jumping out. No. It's just messed up my whole show. Let me just see if I got enough memory. Oh my goodness. That's just evil, isn't it? That's just evil. That's just wrong. How can you just throw me out of the app like that and throw me out again and again? Oh, mate. That's just messed up the whole program. Oh. All right. So, can I entertain? This is joke. This must be entertainment anyway. Fuck it. I don't care. Sure. All right. I'm over here. I'm trying to like, Facebook has locked me out. It's just thrown me out. I went back in and it threw me out again. So I don't know if my memory's full. I don't know what's going on, but I've got to try and find some videos. Yep, iPhone storage full. Oh, mate, is that just shabbiness or what? I don't know what to delete. What am I meant to delete? Oh, man, that's deep. That is so deep. You know what? Facebook has got a whole heap of things stored on my phone, but I can't delete Facebook right now. Right. So, what can I delete from my phone? Damn, this is deep. This is deep. This is deep. It was going so well as well. Now people are just luck off. Come on. It vunk. Locked me out of the show. Damn. Okay, what can I delete? Oh, that is just so wrong. Right, where can I go? Where can I? That can go. That can go. Those ones can go. They're not important. I don't know if that will be enough though. I'm so vexed with myself. I can't believe I didn't realize my memory was so full. Just trying to get rid of as many videos as possible in this short time. I've got no long videos. I hope no one comes back like complaining about these jobs. It is not supposed to be like this. Why? Oh man, that's just so wrong, isn't it? It's just so wrong. It dashed me out. Mate. Okay, let's delete these ones. Delete them 29 videos, and hopefully let me delete that one as well. And hopefully that will give me enough memory to continue. That's just wrong, isn't it? That's just wrong. Absolutely no warning. Throw me out. Mash up the show. Mash up the show. And I had so many people. I had a whole 3 people. I had a whole 3 people live on Facebook. Now I got to try and get back in there. Oh man. All right. See if I can come back. Man, now I'm gonna have to edit up these videos anyway. I'm gonna have to edit them up. It all just went tits up. I feel like going home now. I feel like just calling it a day. I feel like just calling it a day because that was a good 10 minutes wasted there. Yo, who's coming live again? Who's coming live? Who's coming back into the show after Facebook threw me out? Well, not Facebook, after my phone memory come in, messed up the program, messed up the whole thing. Yes, Pinstar, welcome back. Welcome back. Good to have your ears and your eyes on the show. Man, another piece of learning curve. You have to make sure your phone's got memory. What are you saying, Kills? Good to have you. Good to have your eyes. It is Chantel. Good to have you coming back into the show. Thank you very much for coming back. I'm so grateful to you, you know. Grateful because the thing just fling me out. The thing fling me out, you know. And when I try to come back, it fling me out again like tightness, you know. So we're talking about choosing a good partner. Yeah, talking about choosing a good partner, and you know, do we really, or did you make sure that before you had a child with this person that they qualified to be in your life? Yeah. So the number was formally in the thing, but when it fling me out, everything, I just came in live, didn't put a title to it, nothing like that, just came live. So we are talking about on the argument, do you have a criteria? Did you have a criteria for your child's dad? Yeah, or for your child's mom? Or did you just go in raw and hardcore and freestyle it, and then boop, baby come along, and then boy, was you happy? Was you happy? Not with the child, but with your relationship and how you raised the child. Did you even have a discussion about your values as parents and make sure they match before the insemination? I mean, because I get a lot of people that complain about their child's mom or their child's dad, right? And I'm like, so what's the criteria? What criteria did they pass? Like, what was the benchmark? You know, because you don't know that when you have sex, yeah, you either have a good time, a bad time, you either, what were they again? Okay, you have a good time or bad time. That's obvious, yeah? Because sometimes it's not nice at all. It's just not, for whatever reason, yeah? Then you have the good time where it's just like, oh my God. Then you die better than good time, but that's still in the good time list, right? Then you have the disease time, so you catch the disease, and you could have a good time. So that, like, sometimes it could be a combination of any parts of these five. You know what I mean? So there's good time, bad time, bunny boiler or madman time, where you know you got a psychopath in your life now, yeah, because you don't have sex with them. Then there's the disease and STI. So you don't have nookie, now your things is flaring up, and you know you got mushrooms growing out of your things, and you know dandelions and burdock and all kind of madness. European orange, rainbow colors. Now I mean, you're doing bungle and zippy things out your when you got to the toilet, right? And sometimes you're dead. You're just dead. You just have the nookie and dead straight away. You don't even. I mean, you just die straight away because the disease is so rife in there. It's like punani or cocky Ebola. I mean, you just put it in and you just die. You don't even just move it. You're just dead. Chronic punani. Anyway, or now this could be the worst or the best case scenario if you have a child. And then you can have a combination of any of those. Yeah, so you can have a good time, have a child, and dead. You can have a bad time, have a mad person on your case, and dead, or have a disease, or, you know, it could be any of those combinations basically. But this one is the one that lasts the longest. Well, I suppose death is forever, but this one, yeah, apart from when you're dead, it lasts the longest because you can normally get a pill or something and get this one cleaned up. This one, you can normally give them the finger and get them out of your life at some point. You know what I mean? This one here, it's done, innit? You had a bad time. It is what it is. And then this one here, you had a good time and it lasts for as long as the memory lasts in your head. Yeah? So, but this one is the one we're going to concentrate on. So what criteria did you use for this one? Did you make sure that your baby mother, your baby father, your husband, your wife pass the parenting test or pass the relation? What boundaries, what did you use, yeah, to quantify, to qualify them to be a parent and be a part of your life? Did you use any? Now, as I was saying before I was rudely kicked out, we got the old school methods going on, yeah? So the number is 07 932 922 532. So when you call in, yeah, when you feel, I mean, I want to know, right? Are you responsible for having a whatless or maybe even a very good second parent, like parent, not you, the other half, yeah? Because you made sure that that person shared your values, yeah, was financially secure, perhaps even loved you. That would be like a real good thing, innit? If they actually loved you and respected you, and vice versa. I mean, or was it just lust? Yeah. So, like a lot of people, I'm gonna do with men because I know men more than women. Yeah, as in men's mentality. Like, so a lot of men are not happy with their baby mothers because their intention was never for that. Number one, a lot of the time, the intention was not to impregnate this woman. Yeah. And some people, their intention was to impregnate the woman just so that they could have somewhere to stay. so that they could have a roof over their head because the woman had a child already or whatever was grand, you know, or had a place. And so they was like, oh, this is cushy. Yeah, if I have a child with her, we're interlinked for time. And that means I have a place to rest my head. And that was enough of a criteria. And so there's other people that was just like, yo, this woman's fit. So I want to be able to get back in there whenever I want. So if I give her a child, I can come and go as I please. that was their criteria. And on the odd occasion, you got people that was honorable. Now, in them scenarios there, obviously there's no checking whether or not this person, or in this instance, this woman, is a substantial fit to be the mother of your child. Yeah? And when the child comes and you're like, wow, I love this child. This is half of me. This is a big part of me. I love this being more than I love myself. And then you see the mum not handling the child to the standard that you want or you expect. And then you got huge disappointment. You know what I mean? And then you complain and cuss and say that the baby thought mother ain't worth nothing. She's this, that, and the relationship popped down, blah, blah, blah. But what criteria did you use in the first place? Did you ask him? What made you think that she would be a good mum? I mean, like, what made you think she would have the criteria to raise your child the way that you want? Was there ever discussion on people's values? I mean, did you actually spend time to get to know this person? Because you know, when you first enter a relationship, yeah, that people are not who they say they are. They're putting on a false image. They're just trying to impress you. I mean, they're just trying to show you what they think you want to see in them. I mean, so you don't get, like, in a relationship, you don't get to see the real person. Boy, I don't even know if you ever get to see the real person. Know what I mean? Like, or at least you've got to live with them for a certain amount of time. Know what I mean? To realize who someone is. Now, a lot of people don't start living with each other until they either pregnant or have the baby. I mean, but you have to have some practice runs at that shit there. That's like, people have like, and it's mad, you know, it's mad because in society nowadays, you wouldn't get married to somebody, or most people wouldn't get married to somebody that they do not and have not spent time with, live with, and got to know good and proper through their faults, through the good times, through the bad times, before committing to share their lives with them. But yet, you would have sex with somebody, produce a child, and you're interlinked for however long anyway. Even if you try to get away, you're interlinked. You're interlinked. So how can you not like put these big criterias into your life before you get married, but not before you have sex? It's mad when you think about it, isn't it? Know what I mean? That you will have sex with somebody, yeah, risk your life. Literally, you'll risk your life. You will risk you'll go up in there bareback or take it bareback, yeah. Don't know where they've been, yeah, not have a checkup. Know what I mean? Like, you don't know if, all right, if you're not going to risk your life, they might have one of them reoccurring diseases like herpes and stuff like that. Like, there was a thing going around about Usher, like giving, like, people, Usher got taken to court for going in bareback and not saying that he's got herpes and having sex with women. Laugh women took him to court to sue him to say, I mean, even if they didn't have herpes, that he didn't say nothing and give them the warning. I mean, so there's risk in your life, yeah. There's the only two like safe things really and truly about having sex with somebody is that you could have a good time or a bad time, yeah. The others are extremely dangerous. You could come up with a mad person like that tried to ruin your life. Who's never had a mad woman? Who's never had a mad woman? Who's never had a mad man that won't leave them alone, that don't accept no for an answer? We done, like, it was where it was, and don't leave them alone, yeah? And then who has had the disease, has caught something, I mean, and had to go to the clinic and get it fixed up. But yet you will have and risk having a child with somebody. that you don't really know. I mean, because you haven't had taken time to put them through any form of proper scrutiny. I mean, not the level of scrutiny that you would before you walk down the aisle with them. I mean, but yet you would have a child with them. That's strange, isn't it? That's strange. So then after that, you would complain that this person isn't up to scratch. Does it really make sense? Does it really make sense? I mean, you can't complain after that, innit? It's like, would you buy a car without test driving, without looking at the car first? Unless it was brand new off the showroom, would you actually buy a car without test driving the car? I mean, even if it's off the showroom, you're going to test drive it first. And I mean, even if it's not the car that you're actually buying, you're going to test a car of that make and model to make sure you like that car and that it sits with you nicely before putting that money out to thing. I mean, but yet we will have sex with random people, random strangers, risk our life, and then have a child, risk having a child with that person, and not even give them a test. Now, obviously, it's different. You can't really give somebody a sexual test run, but man, shouldn't you give them a relationship test run, especially like if you're getting bareback? Yeah, because number one, all right, even if you're going bareback, you're taking risks because like condoms burst, condoms come off in the heat of the room, let alone the heat of the moment. I mean, they pop off. I mean, they come off, they slide off, and whatever. I mean, you can die at that point there. You can have a child at that point there, and we do not check. So, get a lot of women cussing their baby fathers. Yeah, get a lot of women cussing their baby fathers that they don't do what they're meant to do. But did you put him? I mean, did you even put him through any tests, or did you? What questions do you ask beforehand? Like, how many of them told you that they don't want a relationship, for instance? No, I don't want a relationship. Yeah, and then you do, and you think that getting pregnant is the way to keep him. So then when he don't fulfill his role as a father in your eyes, you're upset with him. But he already done tell you that he don't want to do that. Obviously, you get the other type of man that will say anything that you think you want to hear to get in your baggies. And like me personally, that's wrong. I mean, that's wrong. That's wrong. But boy. So anyway, the number is 07932. You can drop a piece in the comments or whatever. I mean, now I don't want to particularly start on any gender. I should do really and truly. I should start cussing women. I should just start cussing women because at the end of the day, you're the one left with the baby. But anyway, the number, before we even go any further, the number is 07932 922 532. You know, so I wonder how many men as well, how many men would happily, if they could, take their child and the baby mum can piss off. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, I bet you there'd be a whole heap of fellas out there that would be willing to take the child and, you know, like, not be with you and raise the children, but not be with you because you're not the nice person that you think you are. You know what I mean? He's not even left because of the children. More time, man don't leave the relationship or leave his kids because of the children. Yeah, that's rare. That is rare. So realistically, it's you. It's you. Yeah? The man loves them children. So for him to come away from his children, his flesh and blood, you gotta be some sort of whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I mean, think about it. Think about it. That man loves his children, yeah, and he would even take those children from you and have them. Why don't you have them on the weekend? Why don't you have them every 2 weeks? Yeah. Why don't you fight for custody? Let me be the bitch and you fight for custody and maintenance. I mean, forget, I don't even interested in your maintenance. I mean, so he would take them. He would happily take the children. But because of you, and then you want to say he's a rubbish baby father. Maybe it's just a rubbish boyfriend. Maybe you're a rubbish wife or girlfriend. You ever thought you could be just a really shit girlfriend? Really, really shit. Because for a man to leave his children, that's deep, isn't it? That's deep. Would you leave your children? If he said to you, let me take the kids, would you be like, cool, take them? You tried it. Yeah, you have the kids. Yeah? And you have the when before you used to have a book in it, a child maintenance, like the income support book for the kids or whatever. You take your children and the book. Or it's more like, take the children and give me the book. You know, you wouldn't have a house to live in. I mean, you're dropping it like, say, you're done so well because you've got a house to live in and you can kick the man out, innit? So the man, I mean, I've seen relationships, yeah, where the child has more rights than the than the father. That's not gonna work, innit? I mean, the child is running things more in the house than what the dad is. So what man can live under? I mean, like, you're asking to get boxed, so man can't live under them regime. I mean, you that can't work. So for him to stand, put his foot down, like, you're gonna bring it to the level where he has to like resort to physical violence because he's talking to you on a level you don't want to hear it, and that's not right. So to a certain extent, sometimes you can big up the man that walk away because it's the lesser of two evils. So anyway, that's my point in the matter. So we need to get a little bit interactive now. So I've done, I say 20 minutes, yeah, but in fact it's half an hour because I started at 9, yeah. And every week I will do half an hour, yeah. And if people don't interact after half an hour, me gone. All right, me done. Maybe the next time I make myself look a bit more presentable as well. Don't do this COVID presenting business. I mean, like, look a bit more like I'm at the shower or something at least. Anyway, so the number is 07 932 922 532. Obviously, I've not been as evil as I could have been and got you riled up and stuff. So maybe next week I'll have to just bring the pure evilness and get people vexed and make them want to bust my clock, maybe, I don't know. And then they'll call in or put the messages in. I mean, because right now people are just saying, yo, yes, cuz, and them sort of thing there. I mean, so realistically though, I need the live calls, I need the interactions, right? Because me talking for an hour, Chantel Bannister, I changed the subject. I didn't change the subject. The subject, yeah, what? Oh, from the, like, because I was going to do COVID. Oh no, I was going to do COVID and what was it? COVID and 5G, yeah. And then I was going to do, is the earth flat? Is the earth really flat? So Chantel, if you want to talk about 5G and COVID, you're welcome to bring up the subject because the argument is organic, yeah. So we plant the seed, where it goes and grows, no one knows. So we can change the topic if you want. I mean, if you don't want to talk about baby fathers and things like that, that's fine. But if you want to change the topic, then you need to call in and talk about what you want to talk about. And we can do that. Yeah, because we're still growing, we're still growing the audience, and I'm still having technical hitches and madness going on. So, but you got limited time. Yeah, you got limited time because I talk to myself. That's what I say to the children. That's what I say to people. I talk to myself. I will talk once, I will talk twice. After that, it's licks. All right. So I'll talk once. I'm now talking twice. So if you don't call in, it's licks. 07 932 922 532. So well on, people. It's the argument. Just starting things now. You're going to be polishing up the show as time goes along, making it better, getting more interactive, getting growing and thing. But right now, we're still having technical hitches, still getting used to the different systems and different ways to stream and try and interact with people at the same time. And boy, it is what it is. Whereas the radio right now, when it get to this part here, I could just play tunes and stuff and be like, all right, play a nice big tune, like bubble up. I mean, Chantal says, boy, it was my turn last week. Someone else has to call in. You can't get away with that one, Chantal, because you never call in. Yeah, your son called in. And big up Leon. Respect. I mean, so don't try it. It's just because it was used on your phone. That weren't you calling in. So that don't qualify. That don't qualify at all. I mean, might need to get some lip seal next time as well, because the lips look dry and black like I've been smoking. I ain't smoked for a little while or a long while. But obviously, they're tarred up now, innit? I'm going to have to get some kind of pink tattoo for my lips then or something. I don't know. What do you reckon? Because normally, the top lip is darker than the bottom one, but I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway. Right, people. That was my lip service. I'm done, mate. I've done my stint for mankind. You know what I mean? And yeah, I did a good half an hour monologue there. Did what I could. Nobody wanted to talk to me. So you know what? Until next time, next Friday, 9 o'clock. It's Intelligent Week. Not sure what the subject will be next week. It might be COVID and flat earth, because some people really and truly believe that COVID-19, yeah, come from big up Aisha, big up Valerie just stepping in. I'm about to leave, you know, because people have not called in and not interacted the way I kind of needed to get off the vibe. What you know about, Chantal? Would you expect you to do that? I don't know, like call in maybe. I don't know, I mean, call in if you want to change the subject to 5G. I mean, you're bored, well, call in, innit? Call in. If you call in, we can have interaction, we can talk. I mean, we can talk. You can explain to me either how COVID-19 was caused by 5G or how it wasn't, or you can tell me how the earth is flat and that, I mean, when people go into space, you are Aisha. Is that how you say it? Aisha, I don't know, you know. Aishi, Ishi. I think it's Aisha, but spelled in a different way that I never seen before. But big up on the status, you know? So yeah, so like going back, yeah. So if you do want to join in by any chance, we're talking about, yeah, I was saying that, like, what qualification, what did you use to quantify, yeah, your partner being the parent? I just see that come through. The earth is round. I see the pictures. Okay. Yeah, but I said to call in, so I'm ignoring that piece here. But did you use proper before you had a child? Yeah. Did you use proper quantities, so to speak? Did you scrutinize your baby father's ability to be Eshe? That's a nice Eshe. See, go on, Eshe. We like that. All right. See, thank you for that enlightenment. Eshe, Escoffrey. That sound good. All right. So, yeah, did you go through, like, what was the criteria? You know what I mean? Even put it in the post. What is the criteria? If you don't want to phone in, I don't mind. You can put it in the post. What criteria did you use? Yeah. All right. I will open up. I will open up. Yeah. I thought all black people was brought up the same way. I actually thought all black people and black women shared my values. Chantel says my baby father is a sore subject, but this is what I'm saying. What qualities before you become your baby father? Yeah. What was the criteria that he needed to take that role? In the post that Steve Joseph put in on the Facebook that made me make this the subject, a woman was holding up a banner and she blatantly said, if your baby father ain't shit, yeah, how did he qualify to get in your vagina in the first place? It's like, see. Sorry, Chantel says he was black. That was the qualifier. He was black. You know what I mean? So what can you say to that? Okay, I want to have a child. Do you want to have a child? Yeah. All right. You're black. You qualify. That's the only quality he had. So how can you blame him or be upset with him for being a good or bad baby father? Like, or in fact, how can you blame him for being a bad baby father if he is a bad baby father? Or is he a brilliant baby father, but a rubbish partner to you? Like you don't like him. But as far as his daddying qualities, if you weren't around, yeah, and he had to raise your son, yeah, would he not do a magnificent job? Was it not that you are the weak link in this, maybe? Yeah, maybe, not saying it's definite, but if you haven't had a discussion about what your values are in raising a child and what your values are in raising a child, yeah, realistically, what would you expect to happen? As I was saying, would you marry somebody without spending the time to get to know them, to make sure that they qualify to be with you for the rest of your life and make that commitment, where to the point where, like, especially if you're a man, you're going to lose half your shit. You know what I mean? If you've paid for it and everything, you're going to lose half of everything that you've invested when you come out of that relationship. Now, when you buy a car, like, how can we human beings, right? So how can we human beings even, like, if you was to buy a house, how can you put more scrutiny into buying a house or buying a car than you would to have, right? To have a child with somebody, yeah? Now, surely your child is more value to you than your car or your house. Surely if you got kicked out of your house, you're not going to be like, or like you're struggling to pay the bills, you're like, well, fuck it, I'm going to get rid of the child because this child's expensive. If I get rid of the child, I'll be able to pay for the house. How many people do that? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, all right, let me get back in. Like, I prefer you call in though, because it's a much easier to have the conversation. You know what I mean, so Eshe said the Earth is an ellipsoidal shape. Ellipsoidal shape. Okay. So that's like oval, you're saying. Yeah. That's the posh way of saying it's kind of egg-shaped. Is it? I mean, boy, that took me a little time to read it. Even, I mean, it's small, so you have to allow it. It wasn't that, you know, I do the Sesame Street thing like, I did, but let's pretend I didn't. Okay, Chantel saying, I effed him off. He was an abuser, and I was young and dumb to think he would change. So this is what I'm saying. Yeah. You like one of the five, innit? Remember I said you can have a good time, yeah, when you have sex, yeah. And remember, I'm gonna take this right back to the beginning because people weren't here. It's like Peter Parker, like Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah. And then I went, yeah. So then I went even use a Ghostbuster analogy. Like, do not cross the streams. Yeah. Right? Then, okay, we're gonna get to that essay, right? Then I said, right, so when you have sex now, there's about five things, yeah? Good time, bad time, mad person time, so you get stuck with a nutter, yeah? Mad, that you find it hard to get rid of. Death and disease, child. Now, out of them five, you can have a combination. I mean, sometimes you have all five. You have a good time, bad time, mad person, death and disease, and a child. And sometimes you might get one, two, three, or four of them in whatever combination. Yeah? So how come there's so many people that are complaining about their child's other parent? Because it's like, you forget about all of it. It's not like when you have sex, you don't know that these are the outcomes. I mean, but you don't use any of that to think, hang on a minute. So before the panties come off, or before the, yeah, and I mean, a certain amount wear panties. So before the panties come off, let me make sure that this person has the qualities that I require for, number one, not to die or catch disease. Yeah. Maybe as well, number three is very important, not to be a mad person that I can't get rid of, that I can't give the finger. Yeah. And definitely this one, someone that I'm going to be stuck with for ages. I mean, someone that's like going to be, if not part of my life or in my life, is going to be part of my child life, or it's going to be like a mission to get rid of them. It's just going to be horrible. Yeah. So, I mean, so, okay, we got two conversations going on. So, ellipsoidal. I nearly had epilepsy there trying to say that. Ellipsoidal shape, yeah, that's like a flattened spherical shape. So the earth is flat then. Yeah, so Eshe, you're saying the earth is flat, like a discus. So the earth is like a discus. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Come in with the 07 932 922 532. I'm going to say that nice and slow. Yeah. And you can come in, everyone. I mean, yeah, you'll be, don't worry, we'll be able to hear you. It'll be all good. Yeah. The number is 07 932. In fact, let me see. Can I put it in there? Let me see if I can put it in. Can I put, yes, watch this now. 07 932 922 532. Go on. That's the number to call. It's in there now. So you should be able to just click on that. Yeah, should be able to just click on that and come in live on 07 932 922 532. So, right, realistically, right, so 1 second. So Chantel saying she fucked him off, he was an abuser, and I was young and dumb to think he was changed. But was he an abuser before you got pregnant? Yeah? Before you got pregnant, he was an abuser? Eshe saying you're supposed to take time to get to know the person before having a child. A lot of pregnancies are unplanned. Most definitely. But I mean, you're saying unplanned. When you have sex, it's one of the outcomes, isn't it? It's one of the 5 outcomes of sex. So you don't know that it's part of the risk that you should take. I mean, that you're taking. The same way you're risking your life and you're risking your health in 2 ways, because you can get the mad person that might come and kill your clot, and you got the one that might poison up your body with pestilence and locusts, you know what I mean, and famine and all kind of thing. I mean, and like, so the only really two things that like are temporary is the good time and the bad time. You know what I mean? And nobody has sex to have a rubbish time. So, but you're taking a 50-50 chance of the good time and the bad time there. The mad person thing, now it depends how much you sort of make it. And you don't know, maybe the person's perfectly sane. But when you put in this performance now, boy, when you put in the performance, what? The person loses their sanity. So sometimes it's dangerous to put in a good performance. I mean, that's why I only go in 30-second increments, because otherwise, you know, people could lose their mind. 07 932 922 532. Right. Chantel said contraception is the way forward. It is the way forward, but what one? Because you can still die depending on what contraception you use. You can still get pregnant depending on which one you use. It just lessens the chances. And, you know, people are not, especially now with like the internet and stuff like, and how sexual freedom is like, man don't even have to be a man anymore. Woman don't have to be woman anymore. I mean, you can probably have sex with yourself, so you like proper sex. Maybe you get yourself pregnant if you're not careful. I mean, that's how shit's changing up. I mean, so people have to go ahead, Eshe, man. Go ahead. We can get into whatever topic you want to go into. I mean, call in anytime. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. So, I mean, so as time changes, like, because remember when there was a time when if you had a child like out of wedlock, people would be like, oh my God, it would be a big thing. Then it just became fashionable just to have children. I mean, just to have children. Like people's got like, some people have got more baby fathers than they got babies. Some people got more baby mothers than they got babies. Don't ask me how they do it, but I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that's got more baby mothers and baby fathers and they got children. I mean, that's how deep shit's got. I mean, yeah. So it's just crazy. And soon, you know, people's child was, anyway, I'm not even going to get into them ones there where people like back in the day, their sister or who they thought was their sister is actually their mum and stuff like that. I'm not sure about the dads. I mean, but like the daughter would get pregnant and the mum would, you know, because of how society was, the mum would take it on as their own. And these two kids grow up thinking that they're brother and sister when really they're mother and daughter or mother and son. I mean, so what is the venom sisterly love? Big up on the status. We're doing the argument right now, but you missed most of it. I mean, we started at 9, and I'm getting bored now because I've had a few interactions on Facebook. I'm streaming on YouTube. I got kicked out of Facebook because my phone memory was full. I had to come back in, struggled there. I mean, so we're growing the things. Yeah, love up sister. Yeah, so we're growing the things. I'm still getting the technical itches because I've got Insta here, YouTube live here, Facebook live here. I've just gone across full platforms, and like I've done what now? A good boy. It's nearly been an hour. I got 7 more minutes. So you know what I mean, 7 more minutes, and I've done an hour. So boy, after that, I'm definitely looking off. So if you want to call in, the number is 07 932 922 532. Other than that, I'll be here next week, Friday, with Intelligent Week. And I don't know what the subject will be. It might be 5G and COVID, because me personally, I don't think 5G's got anything to do with COVID. I mean, how do you get a viral disease? All right, people are saying that they're lying to us, yeah? So they want to roll out 5G so much that they will kill us off with what? Radiation. What are they killing us off with? And what? So why is it only affect? Why does 5G, if COVID-19 is 5G, if coronavirus, COVID-19 is 5G, Why does it affect black people more in this country, not in other countries, not in our, you know, ancestral and homes? And I mean, they got proper 5G out there yet. Is that way it is? They're still on 4G. Yeah. Why does it affect people with diabetes more? Why does it affect Asian people and black people more than white people? Surely our melanin must be able to take the radiation better than the melanin recessive people. Them, no. How do you get cured from radiation? Yeah, sickness after 2 weeks when the radiation is still there when you come. It's in the hospitals. 5G is in the hospitals, isn't it? I mean, 5G live caller just before the end of the show. What we saying? Yo, hang on. Let me see if you can. Yo. Hello.
Yes, Eshe.
How you doing, Eshe? You good?
Yes.
That's good. Ah, you got me in the background. Can you just turn that down if you wouldn't mind a little, please?
Okay.
If you can. And then we can get deep.
You can hear there's a slight delay. Okay, I'll turn it down.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
That's right. Yeah.
Cool. So what are you saying, Eshe? You good? So what's going on? What are you calling to tell me?
Well, everything.
Okay. So
you finished on the getting to know the person before having a child with them and all of that, if the father is shit. But then it's also vice versa as well. Some mothers could be shit.
Definitely.
There's a lot of mothers who've got the custody of their children, or they've had to come and take the child because, or the woman's even left the man with the child.
Okay.
So there's that side of it as well.
Right. So
people have agendas. Some, for example, they don't want to work and to get accommodation, or to get wherever they can.
Yeah.
In terms of benefits, etc., and all of that. That's the kind of thing I've seen.
Yeah.
And they will just, yeah, he'll do.
Yeah, I've seen career baby mothers. Like I've seen like people have one child, then they want a bigger yard, so they'll have more children, so they can get a bigger house.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So on that note, there, like kind of switching it a bit. You know, the Conservative, when they started doing the bedroom tax, or started putting a cap.
Oh yes.
And putting a cap. I've only got 2 minutes live left on IG, but don't worry, because we're on Facebook. So the IG people, it's their own fault for coming in late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
But you just restart IG, that's all.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's a good idea. I mean,
just restart it. That's all.
Okay, wicked. I was trying to get away, and take my life back, cause. But all right. You're lucky people. Big up Eshe. She let you. I mean, she give you. Anyway, you better come back in that case. So anyway, so when the Conservatives, how did you feel about the Conservatives saying, "Yo, done with this foolishness. We're putting a cap on benefits, cap on how many children we're paying for."
Out of order, because who brought in the welfare benefit system and all of that? Now you want to tax people just for having an extra room in their house that they shouldn't have. They do not care. It's supposed to be family, but they don't think of family. It's just individual. Yeah.
But
we're not made up of a society of individuals. So it's like if you have a bedroom, just you one, your children have left or they've grown up, but your children still come and visit you, want to stay for the weekend and things like that. Or you get older and need looking after, and then you don't have no room for family.
It's true. But if they're paying for it, is it right that they're paying for it and you're not using it?
Who? The government?
Yeah.
Look, if you're renting it, you're paying for the renting for the whole property. Yeah,
but if you're paying for for instance, like my mum had a 4-bedroom house, a 4-bedroom council house. Now, when we all grew up and left, there was just her and my brother in that house. So two of them bedrooms are not being used. So shouldn't they have then downsized? Like
thing is, if they know that her children have grown up, then it's supposed to be, or that if that's the policy, that they downsize to 2-bedroom or whatever it is. But some people bought their council places, so they would have already paid tax for that already.
Okay, all right. So, okay, yeah. If they, okay, I get you. So, yeah, but if you bought it, then shouldn't you have? I mean, then you finished paying for it, like so.
Yeah, but they're also looking at that if you've got that space, they project or make a decision that you're probably renting it or are going to rent it to get an income off it. They're crafty.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like when you buy a property, and if it's a freehold, even leasehold, it depends what the leasehold says.
Yeah.
But they will think, well, you know, more than likely at some point in the future you'll rent it. So they take these things into account.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, but do you think it unfair then that they put like the bedroom tax on people that's got like spare bedrooms?
No, because where would they find the money from? If they're not working, the only income they've got coming in is just living expenses, right? The cat's rent, and then money to supposedly buy all the food you need for the month. Yeah. People travel, so you would need traveling money for buses, trains, etc., and all of that. That money don't cover that.
Okay, and so, not saying that you're wrong or right, but don't you think there should be certain limits? Because like people,
I tell you what happened. It put people into debt because they get their benefit.
Yeah.
They got this room. They're stressed out. Oh my goodness! I've got to find the shortfall now because I've got this other room to pay tax on them. Yeah. And it's a choice between should I switch on my heating to save that money so that I can pay them? Or, you know, these are the kind of decisions that they'll be making.
But then if you've got a spare room and you're allowed to rent it out, so, I mean, is it right that you're not renting it out in that case and getting somebody in to cover that extra income?
Sometimes the reason why the person wouldn't rent out the room because it's family coming around.
Then shouldn't the family then be helping out financially?
Well, yeah, especially if they're working. But you know, this how the government had everybody, a lot of people. It was generations where it passed on that they also weren't working, but were just claiming benefits. So they're not in much of a position to be helping.
Okay, so now the government has changed that. Isn't that a good thing in that case?
Yeah, but the way how they did it was too much of a culture shock for people.
See, I understand I agree. I mean, I fully agree with what you're saying. It was just like overnight. It weren't like, okay, we're gonna do this over time. It was just like blacks take. I mean, like the same way they took certain benefits away from people and like the mental, like people that had mental health issues and or disability issues and like the way they switched up the system.
Let's save some money. They didn't care how it was rolled out to sort of give you time to, you know,
to adjust and
sort yourself out. Look, if you had a mum or a dad or parents and you're working, you should be helping out your parents. You should be giving them some money per month, you know, to make sure that everything is sorted for them. Yeah. But unfortunately, a lot of this, you know, in this country, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, but then is it for like they don't. Yeah, they don't. But is it then for the government to do it for us? I mean, how much should the government be doing? I mean, because some people, like as we said, we've already said, people was doing career like I know some proper like I knew some proper career benefit people. Like there was people that was like.
Yeah, true.
Like I even know people that like they were so doing the benefits, like they would go to different countries to claim benefits. They're like, I gotta go to Amsterdam next week. Like, wow, what's going on in Amsterdam? I got a claim, I got to go sign on over there. And so they was just traveling around claiming benefits. Like, it's like, raw, you're proper. I mean, like, people like proper making a career out of it.
That's not right. But I did say to you that, yes, if it's a case of they should have been downsized or whatever, then yeah, they should have been downsized. And if you're waiting to be downsized,
then they should cover it. I agree with that. That's
you into deprivation
in
that period.
Yeah,
which would not be fair on the person. They're contradicting themselves when they say that legally a person who is vulnerable, or a person who's single parent, or a person who's, you know what I mean, whatever it is, legally these things should be in place, for their well-being, physically and financially. And you're just going to throw it on them just like that. These people get stressed, whatever, get ill, whatever it is. Then it's the NHS now. That would be having to look after these people because now because they're on benefit, obviously, because they can't go into full-time work because of health issues, mental health issues. And then it's another cost to the NHS. Right? So be responsible in how you roll out something.
Yeah, definitely. So you kind of agree with the policy, but don't agree with how they dealt with it. I mean, even though this is called the argument, I have to agree with everything you said there. I mean, you ain't said nothing wrong there at all. So, boy, it is what it is.
The one about is flat. No, it isn't. I asked a qualified pilot.
Right.
I mean, they have to fly over the earth all the time, so who better to ask?
You know these flat earth people have been...
Or even NASA. I mean, why are we still talking about this now? It is not flat, neither is it round, It's not quite a round circle shape. The description is an irregular or flattened ellipsoidal shape, which means it's flattened at its poles, north and south. And the Earth rotates on these axes, or as it's moving. So it's a sort of a bit squashed then.
What, like a rugby ball squashed or a discus squashed?
A disc squashed.
Okay, so what?
Because at the axis is where it's supposed to be. It's more flattish.
But hang on a minute. So which way is it spinning then? Ain't it spin? Because I always thought that.
I don't know. Don't ask me to go into all the science.
Because I mean, if it's discus shaped and the north and south pole, like it spins around. Like the axis is on the north and south pole, like which part, like that sound like it's a discus that spins like as a penny would spin, like if you put a penny on the table.
But you can't imagine it. You have to think of even what the earth is made of. It's water. It's earth. Some bits are dense and some bits are gases, etc., and all of that.
Right.
So these are the things that make it irregular.
Okay.
You understand? You're dealing with matter.
So then,
but matter in different states of matter.
But then, all right. So if you've got so why do they have such round pictures of the Earth? Then that means that these pictures that they give us of the Earth are false pictures for real. Then
I don't know about. I really don't know.
See. All right, so
I don't know about that. I mean, if you're looking at the top of it, maybe at that time of the year or whatever, it looks like that. Another top,
No, but I mean, but they've blatantly told us that they've seen it. Know what I mean? That it looks like this, and I mean, and you've got the globe. Know what I mean? You get globes that you buy.
That would have to be researched.
But by now, for them, but this is what
but you can take pictures and then do whatever, edit the pictures or whatever it is.
Yeah, but all the pictures are round. All the pictures of the Earth are round. So, if
it's not a perfect right. It's not.
But all the pictures are. All the pictures that we see are.
Are they all perfect?
More or less, all the ones I've seen, they all look like bullshit. They look like almost like they're done with a compass. Like, it's a compass, isn't it, that we used to use in school. A protractor is something different. Yeah, it's a compass. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be interesting for someone to do research on that.
But people have been doing research. That's why you got all these people saying that the Earth is flat.
On the pictures.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Those are theories.
No, I'm saying people are saying, look at all these pictures. Yeah. It's all perfectly round and all that. And how can this be? And what, like, that's part of the reason why they're saying that it's all bullshit.
It's a mixture of information out there.
Oh yeah.
Right? Ask what shape is the Earth, and it will say it is not a perfect circle, or it is ellipsoidal.
Yeah, but then why haven't we got?
And then they go into theories of flatness. Theories. Look,
but if you've been out into space.
But pilots who go up into the sky.
Yeah.
Because they fly from one end to the other, over the equator.
Yeah, but even they've even got answers for that, like, because the pilots, obviously you can't see the whole Earth, and they're saying that you get these flight paths and whatever, and you're given a flight path, and you're told that you're doing this and you're doing that, when really you're doing something else. You're only allowed to fly in these zones, because if you fly in these other zones, then you'll get to find out that everything you've been taught is a lie.
Yeah. Okay. Well, say for argument's sake, they've got satellites up into space, yeah, to take pictures from space to Earth. They could just tell us, yes, it's round, because that's what they want us to believe.
But that's what the flat earthers are saying is going on.
Well, then we need to go further back in history and look into what our ancestors said.
Okay, so but say that they didn't have satellites as far as we know.
No, they didn't, but they certainly knew about Sirius A and B, which you couldn't see with the naked eye.
Okay.
So then they wondered how come the Dogon people knew about Sirius A and B.
About what A and B?
Sirius, a star called Sirius.
Okay, I don't know about that.
All right, okay. Yeah, a star called Sirius.
Right.
Which, cannot see with the naked eye, but our ancestors knew about it or could see.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Which, was only found. They only knew about Sirius A in I'm not sure what century, but whenever they did discover it, and of course when they say they discovered it, but the thing has always been there.
Yeah, it's like America, isn't it? It's like America. Yeah, exactly. We discovered it. We kill off the people that's there.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, all right.
But yes, of course, more research can be done.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, who's doing the research? The people doing the research is like NASA and all of that.
Right.
So
but we have to do our own research ourselves and go back and see. Well, what did they say about shape of the Earth? What did they say about this star?
But when they're doing space travel, soon people will be able to go out there into space, innit? So I'm confused. Like, I can't see how they're going to be able to say to people that the Earth is flat when people are soon going out to space, like on holidays and stuff. So you'll be able to see it for yourself.
Look, I don't know about that. We're not even designed to be flying more than 33,000 feet up. Whoever went to say, a lot of people died, on quite a few of these trips. Yeah, what they call long haul flight. You get deep vein thrombosis.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yes, no matter how good your health is, and to prepare your body to go, under whatever pressure, you're not designed to be going up into space for any long period of time.
Of course not.
This is why they've got the satellites going up there.
Yeah, but I mean,
and for those who did supposedly go to the moon or going to space, I'm not saying men didn't go to space. I don't know if they reached as far as the moon though. Yeah. So they're still debating that all these years later. Yeah.
So what about the ones after, like they went up in the space shuttle and stuff like that? You don't think?
I did say to you, I didn't say any that they didn't go to space, but it's how far into space they went.
Right.
Yes, we can go into space, but can we get as far as the moon or to Jupiter or Saturn or Mars or any one of these other Venus? You know what I mean? You look in the sky, you can see quite a few stars. You can see Orion belt, etc. Can we reach that far?
Not yet. No one's done that yet. So they sent the probes and stuff like that.
Yes, we can get into space, but it's just how far.
Yeah, but the point that I'm making is whether or not they can take pictures still, innit? Like as you say, the satellites and all that can take pictures of the Earth. So if the Earth is this epiploidal shape, or whatever, I mean, I can't remember, episoidal.
So it's sort of like a collapsed
discus
spherical shape. It's not a perfect round shape.
Yeah, but how flat or how discus shaped is it? Because this is what I'm saying. Why are the pictures all like just like almost like a perfect circle? By now,
why indeed? That is something that we need to ask NASA and whoever.
Yeah, but that's what people are asking. Like, if it is this, why is there not a proper picture of the Earth? Now, I mean, if we can have pictures of
they never like to present the truth as it is. It's just the same as the maps that have been done over the years. The continent of Africa is far bigger than how it's been presented on a world map.
Exactly. So that's why the flat earthers are saying that the Earth is flat, and people, you know what I mean, because what we've been told is not the truth. So, and what you're saying is in fact that the Earth, it's kind of mad because you're saying that the Earth isn't flat, but it is kind of thing.
No, I didn't say it is kind of thing or whatever. You are trying to interpret.
But when I say discus,
I'm trying to use different words. I said it's not a perfect spherical.
Yeah, but okay, but
just so if you say like a egg shape or something or whatever, there's a certain point of whenever it's spinning on whichever side of its axis, the north or the south or whatever it is.
So it's not a disc. It's not a disc shape then.
No,
like a disc, because a disc is like,
and plus it's irregular because
you got peaks and troughs.
Yeah, not just that. There's different densities of different matter. You've got like rock, you've got volcanoes, you've got gases, you've got liquids, you've got, you know what I mean? All these different matters all in one, and they're going to be all different at different times. So it's basically a mass that's actually moving and changing as the Earth moves. Okay,
but I mean, we're talking about like the average shape, like the normal, not the Ripley effect. We're talking about because obviously it's got texture. That is more like texture. Yeah. So it's not. I don't mean like, nobody means that the Earth is like proper, like a golf ball. No, not even a golf ball, because even a golf ball has texture, like a snooker ball. You know what I mean? No one's saying that it's like a snooker ball.
Okay, so go back to the rugby sort of shape then. And even then, it's not even, you know what I mean, quite like that, but that's the nearest.
Okay, because people, like, as far as I'm concerned, or as far as what I was told, the Earth isn't round, it's egg-shaped. It's been said that it's kind of egg-shaped. So, but if you're saying it's disc-shaped, then to me, this shape means more or less flat.
No, I didn't say it's disc-shaped.
I did, and you said, it's sort of disc-shaped.
No, it's not a perfect disc shape. No, I didn't write that.
Okay, because that's why I said like a penny spinning on.
No, I did not say.
No, that's what I said, and when you said like a disc shape, then I said what, like a penny spinning on, because you was talking about it spinning on the North and South Pole and things. So anyway, obviously there was some sort of confusion.
And when you said that, I said no, it wasn't like a disc shape, and the irregularities because of the different densities of matter.
Okay. All right. No worries. So we've yet to find out kind of.
Yes, exactly.
So we're back to where we started.
I mean, when we look at what I find so interesting is it's like we want to know, is the Earth round, is it flat or whatever. But when you look at other planets, surely we'd be similar to that as well.
Well, you would imagine. You would imagine.
But they're different sizes. Some are very large, some are very small, and they've got more or less a spherical kind of shape.
Yeah.
To them. But of course, there's a lot out there that we haven't seen. There could be some that are diamond shaped, for all we know.
Could be like Borg.
Right. But really, if you think about it in terms of sacred geometry, and the mathematics of how these planets rotate around each other, or whatever, I would think that the Earth is quite similar to that.
So would I. But some people, I mean, that's what I actually wanted to get somebody that believes that the Earth is flat on as well. I mean, so that
I'm not wasting too much, because I hear about people who dropped off the edge of the planet into some dark black portal or something. I hear about that. And there's no stories, not on any pyramid or tomb or cave or anything. There are none of these stories. The story, that's another thing. If we went into all the caves, the mountains, and all these places where all our global ancestors have come from, surely the stories would be there too.
Yeah, for me, as I say,
traveling and studying and researching to do.
Yeah, I don't believe the Earth is flat myself, but
no, I don't believe.
I mean, not at all, not at all. But but this is as the argument. I had to put the other point across as well. So anyway, Shay, beautiful. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, I don't know why people are afraid to call in. But
neither do I, but it's the same way we can't tell if the Earth is flat. We can't tell why people do things and don't do things. It is what it is. It don't make sense. I don't see the big fear.
To keep switching it around, some people are addicted to having babies, so there are people having different fathers and mothers and all of that. Some men believe, yes, well, I'm here to replenish and populate the earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And truly believe that. It's just an excuse to have as much man and woman that they want. I don't know. Whatever. True thing.
But so, how many kids you got?
I don't.
You don't have any kids?
No.
Okay. Is there? May I ask?
No. You're gonna be asking me my business. No.
That's cool. Yeah, but you don't have to answer. I just saw. You know what I mean?
I still have some light in me yet.
See. Of course. So what are you saying?
What am I saying about what?
It's all right. I just play with you. Are you see?
I said it.
You
not dead yet. So, in other words, we still have time. Even
all right.
So, we still have time to live
and do your thing. Get time with
my life, exactly.
No rush. All right then. So, all right. In fact, before you go in that case, what criteria or qualifications?
Oh, please.
What? That's what the argument's been about. That's where it's supposed to start. So let's get to it.
Yeah, but you're still getting personal. Yeah, go on.
Well, it's a personal question, isn't it? Like, what's the criteria that you would put for somebody to qualify to be the father of your child?
It's somebody who's got to add to your journey, yeah?
Right.
That complements you, not just physically, but spiritually, yeah?
Right.
What you're gonna build in this lifetime on this earth. In other words, they inspire you to manifest your calling, and you inspire them to manifest their calling.
Right.
Yeah. And I suppose their beliefs and the values that they have, you both complement each other.
Okay. So
in that way, yeah.
How would you test that? Because a lot of people say things. You know what I mean? And when it comes down to,
you will know by how the person lives and their actions.
Okay.
Because of course, yeah, a lot of people can say things, but they say actions speak louder than words. So if you are living the way you've been living before I came along, and you still do it in my presence, then I can observe that around you, and when I'm not around you, because it's how you are around other people, your mother, your father, your family, your friends, and to the outside world. So you see how that person lives and basically how they operate. Yeah?
Yep.
On all of those levels.
Okay.
Yeah? So obviously, if that resonates with you and you resonate with them, then you can, obviously, there's some agreement that has to be made.
Yeah.
For you to share that journey.
Okay.
Yeah? And at any time, obviously, if either of you change or both of you change in a way, which you would be changing, because we do not stay static. You're supposed to be working on yourself and developing yourself. Yeah. You're growing together. Everybody grows at a different pace, obviously.
Right.
But if then they decide saying, "Nah, this is not for me anymore," then that person is, you'd have to decide that they are released out of your life.
Okay.
Some people could be there for a season in your life.
Right. So how would you because like obviously one of the changes is if you're having a child, yeah. Because like as I was saying, sometimes when for me, I very young, naive, I thought black people sort of had the same values, and I mean, because all the people that I knew, obviously shared similar values as far as I was aware. And yeah, just basically thought, there was a certain way that black people was brought up and it was standard across the community, so to speak. So then having a child, like with somebody, like their values and their ways of bringing up a child was totally different to mine. So even though like we could have got on in other areas, like as far as child rearing, we never discussed it. Like we never.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
So people spend time talking to each other about themselves, but you do need to discuss quite a few things. So things like that, both of you could have been brought up in a similar way or different ways, and maybe you want to pull away from that. You need to discuss in detail. Right, let me see if this man or this woman, see if we agree on this. Yeah, you're not ever going to agree with anybody 100% on everything and 100% of the time. So where you disagree, you now then have to set a plan. Okay, so when we disagree, this is how we should try and deal with it. Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
So
I agree. I agree with that totally. I agree with that totally.
Discuss about how bringing up the children. If you disagree, or punishment.
Definitely.
When I say punishment,
discipline.
The discipline, and discipline doesn't necessarily mean in a physical way. Sometimes discipline can be, and how. You see, most of the time, discipline was done to us, but with from a negative
standpoint,
standpoint. Instead of it's discipline, but it's something to make you learn something positive. You understand? So it could be like deferring something so that could make you now think about the cause of your actions. Yeah. And that now would be a more positive thing for the child. Things like that. So all these things, you can think them out, you can write them down, have a notebook or whatever, and just like, well, we need to discuss this, and have regular meetings, conversations with each other.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't just go through a relationship or go through life by default. When you go to work, you know how much meetings you have to go to at work. Yeah. Well, the meetings with your partner and your family is just as important.
Exactly.
More important.
Exactly. For real.
Right.
But you know what, as well, though, it's a failure of parenting in the first place, because parents should be teaching that to their children as well.
Yes, whatever the parent did not have or learn themselves but know now as an adult, they should say, well, when I grew up, I didn't get this, so I want to make sure you have it. And at the same time, the parent could be learning whilst they're also teaching it to the child. You know? It's like, I'm not perfect as a parent, but I'm trying, and I want to ensure that you have this because I didn't get this, or I had this, but the way it was delivered to me.
Yeah, was.
You know what I mean? You have to cover all those bases.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
The mad one is though, a lot of parents like their feeling is, well, I never had this bike and I never had this material thing and I never had this thing, or you know, and like, or my mom beats you, I would never ever beat you or tell you or shout at you, and like just take certain things too far in the one direction. And it's just like, so to a certain extent, you're depriving the child of certain things that that child may need. As in,
what a parent needs to, or person needs to realize is that you shouldn't be projecting your baggage onto your child.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have this, so this is why I'm like this. So the child, as they grow up, you know, when they're older, understand that, oh, mom was this or dad went through this, right?
Yeah.
There's examples of this on Instagram. There's a young guy called King Na,
right?
NAH, and he has dialogue with his father.
Right.
So I'll type it to you so that you can go on Instagram and see some of what they do.
Okay, be interesting.
And it is possible, yes. So this does and is happening in our community.
Right.
Yeah. And these are the kind of things that we can use as a form of therapy and healing for ourselves as well.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm very grateful for your call. I am about to, I don't know, maybe lock off in a minute, but Ishe,
okay, cool.
I mean, Eshe, thank you very, very much for calling. Been a pleasure speaking to you. So hopefully I hear you come back next week, and please get more people in the group for me as well. That'd be nice as well, if you wouldn't mind. I mean, let your people them know every Friday from 9 is the argument.
I let them know, but whether they,
Yeah, you can't. You know what I mean, you can lead the horse to water and thing. You know what I mean, just spread the word, and whatever happen. It's all good. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot. Yeah. You take care of yourself and have a good evening. Good night. Take care. All right. Bye. Well, see how simple it is. 07932 922 532. And on that note, I mean, it's the argument with me, Lawyer the Black, every Friday night. 1 week ignorant, 1 week intelligent. I mean, we're going to keep it going, keep it moving. Things is going to get better. Less technical hitches all across all the different platforms and all of that good stuff. And so tell a friend, and tell a friend to tell a friend, and make sure that friend tells someone else as well. Every Friday, the argument with me, Lawyer the Black, on Facebook Live in the argument group. Get your people to join the Facebook group. Lawyer the Black on YouTube and Lawyer the Black on Instagram. Yeah? All right, people. Big up on the status and lovely having you. Thank you for all your interactions. Chantel, big up. Philip, be nice to have your company. Colin, nice to have you around. Donna, Norman, boy, and John, everybody. Yeah? Everybody, big up. Thank you very much. Been a pleasure. Next week, we're back. Intelligent week. Ain't sure what we're going to talk about, but we're going to talk. Yeah? So you see how simple it is to phone in. That's why I wanted to do the phone ins, not just the thing. And we're going to bring people live as well at points. You know what I mean? Love it, love it, love it. All right, people, we're gone.